Grace and peace be with you. Hi, my name is Mark. I'm the pastor at Sycamore Creek in Potterville. I have a brief thought for you today as we continue with the New Testament challenge. We are on day 30 of the New Testament challenge. We're reading Luke 7 and 8 and Galatians 4 through 6. Congratulations, we're finishing up Galatians. And one of my favorite passages in the Bible comes from Galatians chapter 5, where it talks about life in the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit. And I want to focus on that today for my brief thought. Now, today's election day. There's a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety, a lot of expectation around this election on both sides. That's true across the board. And there's a lot of just, we're ready for it to be done, right? Ready for the political ads to be done. Let's just have a decision that we can live with. In the midst of that, I want to point us today to life in the Spirit. Life in the Spirit that exists regardless of who is in power, regardless of which party controls things, regardless of who wins or loses. That is what a life in Christ is about. Now, in Galatians chapter 5, Paul leads us to life in the Spirit, but first he talks about some things like the sinful nature, the things that are wrong with our world. And there's things in this list that Christians often focus on. I'm going to focus on some different things today. So Paul starts this sinful nature list by talking about sexual immorality, impurity, debauchery, idolatry, and witchcraft. And you'll often hear Christianity focus there. And he ends his list by talking about things like drunkenness and orgies and the like. And Christians often focus there. But in the middle, listen to what Paul says. He talks about hatred and discord and jealousy, and fits of rage, and selfish ambition, and dissension, and factions, and envy. You see, it's so easy to get caught up in those other aspects of the sinful nature that we miss those in the middle. And I think in the middle, that's where most of us live. That's what most of us are wrestling with today in the midst of the election. And so what does Paul point us to? Paul points us to life by the Spirit. And he talks about the fruit of the Spirit. Now, I love that the word fruit is singular. Fruit. And these are all things that come together when we live in the Spirit. What does that look like? It's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I don't know about you, but I want that today. May you seek God today, and may you grow in God's Spirit. And may you grow in the fruit of the Spirit that comes from God's character rubbing off on us. Grace and peace be with you.